Look at his little nose. I love his nose. Boop. Okay. Hello and welcome back, everyone. My name is Sade. I know it's been a while. It's been a really long while, but what even is time anymore? But I am back, and I have a video that I've been sitting on for a long time for you guys. Back in 2020, we couldn't do anything for Halloween, but my friends and I decided to have a costume contest online. And I was gonna do a Big Bad Wolf costume, and so this is the process of making the mask that I had for that costume, and I was really proud of this, and that's why I really wanted to share it with you guys. And so I started out, just to get into it, I started out with this mask pattern that I got from Casplay, and I will link them in the notes below, but this is actually a kitsune pattern that they sell. So I bought the pattern from them, and I assembled it with the intention of making it into a wolf. I actually didn't have the correct thickness of foam for the mask, so I ended up making 2 cuts of the pattern, one on this thinner foam and one on cardboard. Here you can see me gluing it all together, and honestly this was a bit of a dubious project because I didn't know if this was gonna work. You can see I had to assemble it with tape instead of contact tape, and that just kind of held it together while I super glued along the inside seam. And yeah, but somehow it worked. It stayed together. I did make some modifications to the original mask. Somehow mine came out a little thicker than I think what the original mask is supposed to be, which worked for me in the end. But you can see I drew on where I wanted to cut out extra eyes, where I sketched out some teeth, because if you know me, I really love sharp teeth. If I could have sharp teeth like a shark, that'd be so cool. But anyway, I added a bunch of layers of paper mache to just kind of fortify the whole mask. So that took some time there. And then I also added some layers on the inside. I resketched where I wanted that mouth to go, and just kind of, fortified everything with the paper mache, some more hot glue, just so that it was sturdy. It's still pretty lightweight, but it wasn't going to fall apart on me, which was great. But we'll come back to the mask in a minute. I also made these pretty cool gloves to go with it. I just used 4-way stretch fabric that I traced a pattern of just my arm and my hand, stitched that together with a zigzag stitch so it all fit really well and still stretch, fit nice and snug. And it was a quick and easy glove. Nothing too difficult about it, nothing fancy about it, but the best part are these claws that I sculpted out of poly pellets. And man, I wish I could have claws. Claws and teeth, please. Can I just be a monster, please? But I sculpted out the claws, painted them black, attached them to the gloves, and I think they came out super cool. I think they're very spoopy. They're a little difficult to do anything in them, but I think they looked pretty good. So I'm feeling good about those. I went back to the mask and I decided to sculpt on a nose with some air dry clay, and just kind of took my time there because I'm still fairly new to sculpting. I've never sculpted animal features, so I took my time with the nose. I think it came out really well. I was really happy with it, but when it came to the teeth, I went a little more simple. I just wanted some big, sharp, scary teeth. And then I did a little bit of paint just for the areas that weren't going to be covered up in faux fur. And oh man, that was another new experience for me because I've never really worked with faux fur too much before. and cutting it, you'd get bits of fur everywhere, and it was a mess. But it was turning out pretty well. Like, you can see the ears here. I trimmed them and styled them so they looked a little more like actual ears. And then the rest was just kind of draping the faux fur on, gluing it down where it kind of lay, and then cutting away what I didn't need. It was very much a trust the process project. This whole thing was just kind of like hoping for the best, because I've never made a mask like this before. But I thought it was going really well. Everything seemed to be coming together. I learned this nifty trick of using an X-Acto knife to cut the faux fur instead of scissors, so there was less hair everywhere. But it was still very much touch and go, taking my time with it. But I'm super excited for you guys to see the end result, because I am really happy how this mask came out. It's still probably one of my favorite projects that I've done over the last couple years. Which is why I held on to this footage for so long. But so you can see here, I have all the fur on, but there's a lot of creases in the fur from when it was folded up fabric. So I got to pretend I was a werewolf hairstylist. And I used a hair dryer to just fluff out and straighten all of that faux fur, and it actually worked really well. I ended up with this shaggy boy at the end. It's kind of funny looking, and then I had to trim all the excess fur. So here you can see I was kind of styling a mustache, pretending to be a werewolf barber, and that was fun. Was there hair everywhere at the end? Yes. Oh gosh, worse than all my cats. But I was following some reference on my phone, kind of trimming here and there, keeping it long elsewhere, and here's the final thing. I was super happy with how this turned out. The whole thing was actually inspired by the jacket that you see me wearing. That jacket is from Kiwan Monster, which I will also link below. You can see here the wolf decal on the back. That was just the inspiration for the whole costume, and I was just super happy with it. I hope you guys like it. And just thank you for watching the video, for sticking around, for checking back in. If you're new, please, hang out, and I have some more videos. I do some doll videos. I am reopening my shop soon, so I'm working on some stickers. But yeah, stick around. Thanks for watching.